if you're wondering what to do with that tax return windfall or just looking for the best place to stash your savings throughout the year, we are going to have Bridget Casey weigh in for us, a financial expert who's going to help us weigh those options. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so sometimes you get that extra money that can be exciting, but it might be spent already. So what do you suggest for people to look at first?
To do something really responsible and pay off any credit card debt you have.
Boring, but yes, responsible.
It's so boring, but it's true. Credit cards are costing you probably around 20% in interest. So every time you make a purchase with that card, you should ask yourself, would I pay 20% more for this item?
Right.
If the answer is no, then you really want to get rid of that debt with your tax refund or any other cash windfall you get.
I liked your comparison on credit cards. So if you're using your credit card to buy groceries, would you spend 20% more on groceries?
Yeah, that's crazy, right? If the sticker price was 20% more, you'd say this is too expensive. So why are you putting it on your credit card?
Right. Why have it sit there? Okay, so that's the first place that we look, the high interest debt. Let's go through the RRSP versus the TFSA. What are your feelings on the RRSP?
So the RRSP is an awesome retirement savings vehicle for most Canadians. If you're getting a tax refund this year, it might be because you made an RRSP contribution last year and that's what gave your refund. So the best thing you can do is put that money back in your RRSP for your long-term savings. Now, a lot of young people are maybe hesitant to use this account because retirement is so far away, but most Canadians don't know you can actually withdraw up to $25,000 for a down payment on your first home from the RRSP. So if you're looking at home ownership in the next few years and it's going to be your first house, this is another great way to save for it, claim that RRSP contribution when you file your taxes next year, and get another refund to keep compounding that way.
Right, okay. And do you suggest you put all of it in there or do you keep some fun money?
Depends.
I'm pushing the spending here. I'm playing the devil's advocate.
I'm always an advocate of some fun money. I would say keep 10% to 20% of your cash windfall for yourself to treat yourself to some new shoes or something special, but the rest of it should really go to savings or debt repayment.
Okay, responsible thinking. I like this. The voice of reason right here. Let's move on to the TFSA, tax-free savings account, and when should we be contributing to that?
Always. Every Canadian should take advantage of this account because it's the only place where you can earn tax-free income. When you contribute to your tax-free savings account, it doesn't actually have to be a savings account. You can invest in mutual funds or stocks, so you can earn a great return and you'll never be taxed on it. There's nowhere else I can think where you can earn income and not pay taxes, so this is an awesome place to save.
Okay, so that's the haven. Let's say, for example, we'll take sort of a general situation. If I'm getting, let's say, $1,000, $2,000 back on my tax return and I've paid off that high interest debt, would you suggest the RRSP or the TFSA?
The TFSA is always the first choice for most Canadians, unless your income is higher. If your income's over $50,000, even over $75,000, you're going to get a bigger tax break from contributing to the RRSP, so do that first.
Right.
But if your income's lower, the TFSA is the best savings vehicle for you.
Okay, and then looking ahead to the next tax year, let's say I didn't get a return this year, maybe how do I set myself up for success?
Start saving in that RRSP. Make sure that you're paying the taxes that you actually owe. So check with your employer that they're deducting enough from your paycheck, particularly if you get a raise. And that way that avoids owing any bills at the end of the year and hopefully leads to a return when you file your taxes.
Okay, great tips. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The voice of reason right here, Andy. I had mine already spent. How about you?